back to the next video in this Trello series. Today we're going to be talking about how to create that weekly board and plug in all those other cards that you've created from your curriculum boards. First, I have a board that's called Weekly Templates. So here I have a list of pretty cards that would be like the header of each of the list. These leaf ones here I created in Canva, and then this, I know it's called Friday, it should be called a template or whatever, but this was from the Trello Home Education Facebook group. So the first thing I do is copy my card template list, and it doesn't matter what you call it because you're going to be deleting this list at the end. So I'm going to create the list, and then I'm going to move this list to my weekly schedule board. Okay. Now let's go to the weekly schedule board. Here it is. And you can see here is that template that we just did. Now you're going to move everything over and create these lists here. I like to have one called This Week, Table Work, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then over here I do currently reading, completed, and under completed I like to have this journal card, and you can put the number, the week number 1 that it is, but you can write a description here of what has taken place during the week, things that are memorable, and also on your phone, on the Trello app, you can add pictures, which is a good way to add like pictures of things that you've done together, reading aloud, or just being excited about doing school or nature studies, or even putting pictures of their assignments that they've completed. It's just a good place to keep a record. So I've included that in my weekly template, so it's always there. So I'm going to delete this since it's basically a copy of what I've already done. I just wanted to not waste time showing you. I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to go back to my planned boards where we've moved all those weeks of work. And I'm going to start moving them to my schedule board. So you can see I have like some weeks that are already planned up to week 4. I'm going to move that to my weekly schedule. Do the same with all of these. Okay, now go back to your weekly schedule board and you have all these things going on here, right? I don't know why this week is right here. So I like to keep this week for like morning time, so I move all my morning time, my beauty loop over there, and I'm just going to get rid of that card just so it's easier. I kind of have my schedule already memorized where I do like to put things. So I put Spanish goes on Monday, followed by geography, and that happens on Wednesday too. On Tuesdays we do natural science, Thursday we do natural science, and then also history. So do you see how easy it is to create your schedule once you have everything in place? So I do have this nature study we do on Fridays. We do chalk pastels on Thursday. Read aloud we do on Monday and Wednesday. Tea time is on Tuesdays. Read aloud on Thursdays. And we do knitting loom on Monday. So that is done with that card. I'm going to archive that list. Another thing I like to do is just to keep things separate is add in afternoon studies. That way everything is a little bit separated. Here I just kind of make a color that I want it to be, and then it will cover the whole board. I'm going to use that so it covers like a big block. And then you can see here, so I like to move all these other things below it. And you could do that across the board here. if there's things that you do in the afternoon or separate from your normal studies. Table work, I usually keep the language arts, and I also have a handwriting card that I use. I don't know why it didn't get moved over. I may not have had it in the template list. And then all of my daughter's work gets plugged in after our group studies, so before afternoon. So we do reading Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or she reads. And then on Tuesday, Wednesday, she does her nature reader reading. Friday, she does a weekly narration notebook. And math every day. Oops. So you see how this is very simple once you have it all ready to go. Okay, so we're going to delete that. And I like to add in my currently reading books, so like the Alice in Wonderland. That's what we're currently reading. I also put the main list from this Encyclopedia Brown in there just so it's easy. I put the nature reader in there just because we're working on that every week. Now, once we are done with everything in the list, so now we're going to start like an example of going through a day. So it is Monday morning and we are doing our morning time. We're going to click through all of these things and you can see how it creates like a percentage of what you've completed. Here is our link to our hymn so that we can listen to it. And then we're done with morning time. Then we move on to Beauty Loop and the same thing. Here's our artist study. The link to the board here. Our folk song, I just put the link into the checklist there. Our autumn greeting, and then we're just going to click, click, click for what we have completed, okay? And then our language arts is kind of the same thing. We'll dive into our phonics lesson, etc., etc. Click, click, click. Spanish, again, today's Monday, so we're going through the Monday list. And then you're going to just click on the Spanish attachment. It takes you to the Spanish card, and then I've already done week 1, so it's already check marked off for me since I linked it to my real card. So then I have to go back to my board, my weekly board, and then I just work my way through all of these. So let's say I'm done. I can move all cards in this list, and I'm going to move it to completed, okay? So everything in there is done, and it's all in a nice little list. Now you can keep Monday in there, or you can take it out, however you want to, I guess, keep your list going. I like to keep it in there just because it's easy to see what you've done each day. And then let's say you worked your way through Tuesday, you'll do the same thing. Move all cards in the list to completed. And then it goes to the bottom. So then you see what you did on Tuesday. And that's how I do this, okay? If you guys have any questions, just let me know.